Let's go.
I didn't get to blow fire out of my mouth.
It's kind of
He
hard underwater.
blew it out of his ass.
Excitement.
Okay, that took a while to load. Holy shit. Alright, so you guys went to the beach of shore of Daggertooth Island, found a hut with a shaman in it, shaman of mostly folk or species, little tritons mixed in. Let you know that this place was sacred and holy, and you were supposed to land on it, so make up for it. You did, and you were pretty friendly about it, so they capitalized on it. Their underground, under the sea little village.
I'm not asking.
You got to meet with the prime speaker of the merfolk of this region. And with talking to her, she realized that you're surrounded by merles, of part of a story that you kind of knew a little bit about. And what she knew is the history of the world that was handed down to all the merfolk of old is pretty much in line of what you've been learning from Winston. Then you come to find a merle that is of Winston. It is a complete likeness. The merfolk are pretty surprised that you even know the history. Winning you brownie points, you have now access to this little under the sea village in the coral of merfolk and tritons. They have agreed to help you out, agreed to escort you up to the sea fortress of these merchants that ships come by to and fro. Obviously, they're not getting involved in helping you rescue your Uncle Ben directly, but they're helping you out at least with the reconnaissance of this. They had mentioned that if you're to relieve the fortress of whoever lives there, obviously nature around it goes back to normal. But ever since they've started using that place as a sea fortress and a way stop for their shipping, hunting has gone up in the region, so a lot of the sea life there has been impacted. Obviously, it's taken many, many years, but if you can do anything about that in your efforts to free Uncle Ben, they would surely appreciate it. If not, they understand. Nature is difficult. Surface life is difficult. They don't comprehend it, and they're just trying to live with the surface world as best they can. But it's just, it's kind of hard. They're underwater species. So I think when we left off, you guys were free to roam the village. You guys have a couple hours left on your breathe underwater spell, but you have enough of this sea kelp with you that when you chew on it, oxygen, you chew out the oxygen that's trapped in this plant, and it allows you to continually to breathe underwater. So I would say you all have about like 12 you have 15 hours of this kelp to help you breathe underwater after the 4 hours of this breathe underwater spell wears off.
I take a 15-hour nap and immediately panic.
Do you chew the whole time through your nap?
I grind my teeth, so possibly. I forget exactly what you were doing.
I think the Artificer was looking to do some trading before you guys took off again, swimming for the sea fortress to continue your reconnaissance.
Looking for
Thank you, Lizzie.
Pick it up. There you go.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. I hope to learn more lore. Like, I know we gotta save Uncle Ben.
So are we
but
resting
like
here for the evening? Or are we heading along?
Do we need a rest? since we have limited time.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, just to remind you, they can bring you to a chamber, and they can empty it of water all except for like ankle deep. The doors get sealed off, and you're stuck in the chamber, but you'll have breathable air if you require.
So we can rest.
Right, but we
This-
have this help in our mouth, like, right? We're
No, because it would
Right-
be
right
an
now
air
you're-
bubble that you could be in.
sure, but
Yeah,
like,
right now
do I
you're under
spit
the
it out like
effects of-
half chewed gum and like eat it later, or
Yeah, you literally have 15 hours worth of kelp that you can chew on
Oh.
to keep breathing underwater. Like as you
Okay.
slowly chew on it, like oxygen fills your mouth, you're able to breathe it. It's jarring and weird, but you'll be able to survive.
okay? I figured like, okay, never mind. It's portioned out. It's not like I'm chewing on an everlasting
Not one
breathable
stick
air
of it.
gobstopper.
Blech.
Okay. Well, if you need a rest, let's rest. Do we have anything to separate us from the ground? Do they have like
There
a
are
spot?
some chambers that will have like little alcoves above the ankle deep water. Yes.
Okay. Then I would request one of those because I don't want to sleep in water and drown myself.
Be pretty bad.
All right. Your city guide swims you back over across, finds a nice little alcove that can fit the 5 of you. They hit the little thing, and the water begins to drown. All the doors seal off. Drown. Drains. It goes down to ankle deep. So you guys have your little alcoves. Everything's a little bit wet to touch, but you do have little nooks and crannies you can fit into and get a little short rest in or a long rest.
Gracious host, beautiful scenery, lots of things to do. Floor's a bit soggy. 1 star.
So long rest?
Yeah, if you guys need the long rest, I mean, go for it. I'm just kind of chilling. I'm good from before, so
Yeah, I used a wild shape to get here, so I'd like to be at full capacity if we're to save Uncle Ben. And we can head out as soon as we wake up.
Agreed.
Alex, didn't you want to buy stuff though before we left?
Yeah, but I don't know what I want to buy, so I feel like I'm just
You just
shopping
wanna
for the
go
sake
shopping.
of shopping. Yeah.
maybe go see I'll go with you. See what we can see.
Yeah, let's see what we can see. So if there's some weird shit down here under the sea.
Under the sea.
Maybe a talking lobster or something.
Oh, or a little yellow weird fish that's too bulbous for its, species.
You're a weird fish.
That's not wrong. Alex is now considering body
They've got
augmentation
plenty.
skills.
They've got plenty of fishing gear. They've got definitely adorned barnacle stuff. They definitely have their own brand of leather armor down here that seems to be like a thick fish hide. They definitely have their own clubs with shark's tooth lining each side of it. Those would be considered maces with a +1 to damage only.
Oh goddamn.
Neato.
They've got their own nets. They've got tridents. They've got bidents.
Joe Biden's.
What do they use down here to trade with? Is it still like, do they take
Probably
gold
money.
or is it like shells? What is it?
Nope, they have coinage. They figured, with civilization come over and with commerce, but their coins, they don't have a lot of like good minted coins of each nation, but they did tell you that like what coins they do have will come to the same weight. They're just a little bit more raw edged and like not minted
Rusty.
with like faces of queens and kings or
All their copper
lords.
coins are very green.
Yes. Most don't even like to touch it because of the copper.
Mm.
I would say the merfolk would not have copper. The Tritons would be able to handle it better.
Y'all want some slimy coins?
Again, no.
That's a weird thing to say, man.
I've said worse.
Yes, very much so.
That's like
Weird.
boob
That's pretty-
sweat dollars.
It's pretty mild as far as
Oh,
we've
yeah.
talked about. So, anyway.
Nothing wrong with a little boob sweat dollar.
I love when in the summer and you go to like Dollar General or something, they have a sign up like
Do
no.
not put cash in your titties.
Maybe
No.
do, so I can just give it a sniff. Real. Wow, it smells awful. Thanks.
There, nothing
Don't
is
do
left to
that.
the imagination. I now no longer have any questions. Please leave me. That's speed dating. Sniff the boob sweat dollar.
A lot of pheromones in this fucking dollar.
All right.
Excuse me, I have to vomit for
there's
some
plenty.
other
Good
reason.
timing, Decker.
There is a
Gross.
dating service where you wear a shirt all day
All right.
and then you ship it. No, it's true. Like so, like they you buy the service and then
I've
like you
been
get a
on
time.
OnlyFans, Rob. Jesus Christ.
No, whatever.
Sorry.
So
Go.
you wear the shirt all day, and then you send it to somebody else, and then what? They get to sniff it and roll around in it.
Yeah. So like it'll be like a group of 16 guys and a group of 16 girls, and so the girls will all get together at an event, and the service has all the shirts from the guys, and vice versa. The guys has all the shirts from the girls, and they're all numbered. You all get to take a little sniff and a whiff, and you put down what numbers you liked, and then the next time they send all the shirts back. Then they have the actual like mingle event, and they pair you up with the numbers that like both picked each other, and
Well, what if they didn't pick
claimed
each
they had
other?
like a.
That's
Then you don't get paired up with those people for a
Thank
possible date.
Oh, you don't get the fucking stank connection?
Imagine showing up to this and having not been paired with anyone.
That would be me, bro.
Imagine
I think the
psycho
service
that
would be
doesn't
more
shower
polite and be like.
first.
I think the service would be polite and like just not bring you to the event.
Thank God.
But don't you have to be in the event to get your stank on or whatever they call it?
I think they're separate.
No, because you did you did it prior. You wore the shirt for a day and then you sent it in.
Huh.
How would you
I
get
have
your
to investigate
going
this.
in the water though? Because under the water, the fish don't stink.
Look, Barrett,
He's
two separate
putting it-
ideas.
Oh.
We're tangenting
Barrett's in the
very
game.
hard.
Barrett's still in the game.
Barrett's like, what is a shirt? I've never worn one. They block
my
my
goodness.
muscles.
I
My
don't wear
human body
shirts
used to
anymore.
wear a shirt.
I
God,
don't wear
these fish
shirt.
have the weirdest dating ritual.
Fucking smells like fish did.
I
Smells
want
like
them to
fish
see
spirit.
my tattoos.
Sweaty fish tits.
So we were doing something else that didn't involve sniffing people.
We were
Shopping.
gonna go
Y'all
to the
were
market.
shopping.
Yeah.
Were we?
Anyway.
We were gonna see what we could see under the sea.
Let me
Rob, take
see
me there.
them titties.
Take me away from the fucking MTV's new dating show.
All right. So if there's nothing in the market that
The
meets
smell of
your eye,
love.
or there's nothing you're looking for.
So if I don't, so that's how the theater of the mind works. If I'm not going in asking for something, there's nothing there.
No, I ran up like
He
plenty of things that are
described
there. What are you looking for?
Quite a few.
We don't know. We did the things, and then we tangented into shirt sniffery.
That's true.
Because
plenty,
I got
plenty
weird
of
about
fishing
boob sweat.
gear, plenty tridents, bidents. They've got clubs with shark teeth on it, and those will be considered maces with a +1 to damage only. They've got nets. They've got various armors of up to. Let me look at my
I got a thing. Do they have any more of the shark tooth swords like I have?
Your sword that you have, which luckily you got back in the water, they don't. But when you show it to a couple people, they say that those are the swords of the Triton shore stalkers, and it's not a shark's tooth sword. It's a. I gotta find the name. Hang on.
Looks like shark teeth. Ooh ha ha.
If you weren't gonna say it, I was.
Mm-hmm.
They call it an urchin spine short sword.
But you don't have any more?
They don't, because this is the Triton shore stalkers weapon that they craft when they go through their warrior rite. This is made of a certain conch shell and a certain fish to give it its poison ability.
Fucking neat.
I've got a thing I now want a side quest to do.
Warrior merfolk stuff. Yeah.
Could help.
Could be real cool.
Could be.
But we gotta save Uncle Ben.
Ah, fucking trivialities. You bother me with these things.
These mandatory things, the
I know this is
compulsory events.
difficult underwater. Do they have health potions? Maybe that have a really good cork on them?
They do have an apothecary. Their little health potions are a little bit stranger. It's not cork, but consider it a bladder of some sorts. That they show you one that's got like a little bit of a inky wine into it, and they like demonstrate it, and they show it to you, and you pretty much like sink your teeth into this like what looks like a muscle, and then you like bite in, suck, and squeeze the bladder, and it like sprays out in your mouth. And they have a couple health pots in those kind of containers.
So I can use it underwater?
Yeah.
Sick. Okay, how much are those?
They're selling regular health pots here for 80 gold.
Oh, hot pots.
I love hot pot.
Health pots.
I'll take
pots.
one. It's just a
How much?
regular.
Sorry, how much were they?
One. 80 gold.
Did we plan on staying underwater a while?
It's a potion you can drink underwater.
Well, there's nothing stopping us from drinking it not out of water. I'll put in for 2 more just for the group.
Okay. One.
I'll buy 2, and whoever wants to hold on to them.
I have a bag of holding.
Actually, yeah, you're probably the one who's going to need them, so.
Not wrong.
Well,
there.
how much is it? Did y'all say these are a healing potion?
Yep.
Yeah, just regular common healing potions for 80 gold.
How much?
In a container that allows you to drink it underwater.
Okay, well, 80 gold.
Well, you have 2. You can just have those 2.
Imagine what
Okay,
the
well,
fuck
I'm gonna
this
buy
thing
2
looks
more.
like.
So
Okay.
here's 160 gold.
They also sell arrows and bolts of anchoring. As well as torpedo arrows.
If only Birch were here.
How many? I need to know what they all do. I forget what they all do.
Convenient. We have the best TM.
All right. Well, I already have the ability of torpedo arrow for the Mariner rune. How much do they want for the arrow of anchoring?
It's 5 silver per arrow of anchoring or bolt.
Oh.
What a steal.
10 to 1, yeah, is silver to gold. Take that as a yes.
Yes, yep.
Okay.
Sorry if you didn't hear me.
Okay, so 5 by 10, that's 5 gold. So I'll take 10.
All right. You get 10 arrows of anchoring.
Do they have anything else?
Is there anything you're looking for?
I don't know. Probably not. Yeah, I'm good. Never mind. Tornado bolts. That's awesome. Just call on the finger of God.
And one of the other mosaics you guys saw was this is the part of the story where they depict that the White Warder was struck down by the Red Mage.
Beautiful and terrifying. It doesn't get any bigger. Dang. There we go.
All right. If underwater shopping is done and the long rest has been restified and you all have suffered the effects of it, we can begin again on the reconnaissance.
Yay.
Yes.
Alone. Yeah. Okay,
Let's
before we
fucking go.
leave, I'm going to ritual cast water breathing so I can keep up with friendos. Because I didn't get any kelp.
Or were you in shark foam when the kelp got handed out?
No, I went in as a dolphin.
Dolphin, yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
Maybe grab some kelp. If we can.
Sure,
before
if there's kelp
yeah,
here, I can buy some.
Yeah. No, I don't want to leave you out. You'll get the 15-hour supply of kelp as well.
It's if you don't need to be in form all the time, like.
Oi.
All right, Thassa joins you all at the north end of the Coral City. Meeting her outside of any air pockets and whatnot. At this point now you are chewing on the kelp because your water breathing spell had ran out. That was ritual cast on you all. So she finds a way where she walks up to all and she like presses a hand up against your temple above your ear, and she takes one of your hands and she places it on her collarbone. She does this to each one of you. And so when she speaks, even though she's underwater and it's like garble, 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 you're feeling the vibrations of her voice box essentially through not only your hand, but down through her arm into your onto your scar near your ear bone. So you actually can sort of hear her. So she goes to each one of you and she says, all right, stay close. We have plenty of sea creatures here that will love to take a nibble on you surface wielders, but I will bring you up to the sea fortress. Do you have any questions?
No question.
Let's fucking do this.
You turned into R2D2? I was ready for that. That was good.
With no questions, you guys begin to kick off. She takes the lead very easily. Born under the water, she can easily swim with her legs and with her powerful kicks, and very seldomly uses her arms as you guys, find your rhythm, find your best way to do a breaststroke, and
You're just laying them out there.
What?
Think about God, nothing. Continue. I'm being an idiot.
I just didn't hear you. For some of you who are kicking inefficiently, she comes back and she kind of like motions to her legs, how she moves from the kicks it from the hips as you try to mimic her in your best. Staying with the group, she leads you around. You guys go through some corals. You go down some seawalls, elevation changes. At some point in the swim, a large ship sails over you all. It goes dark. You all look up and you can see the underside of the hull, and this is like 80 feet above you all, and it's just like going on by, and you guys are continuing to swim north. And about 2 hours later, she gives you the dive signal of like surface as you guys slowly come to the surface, and you see how she like slowly just caresses the waves as you all poke your heads out of water.
Whoa. That's
quite a ways
gorgeous.
off, but you can see the sea fortress that you swam to.
One sec.
Looks like what?
Oh, I thought he said 1 second.
I could hide all the way up the mountain.
It's true.
He just lays on his
You
belly
could.
and does the inchworm thing. Like his butt goes up and then his front slides forward. And then his
That's
knees.
fun.
But that's how rock
That's
gnomes
just
work.
how he blends into the rocks around him. He calls
I
it
was just
active
thinking about
camouflage.
climbing the rocks and just hugging them while I'm climbing them.
Just embracing them lovingly.
Yes.
Eh.
Rocks are friends. I'm for it. Let's go.
Looks difficult to access from the ocean. It looks like you'd have to be boat height to get in there.
So as you say this, Thassa looks over at you and she points to this this hole, and she goes, "That bridge will slide down to let ships in." And then she says, "There's also a smaller entrance for skiffs on the backside. She can show you."
I love her so much. She's so helpful.
He knows about the back door. Let's impregnate
wait.
this bitch.
We're just gonna wait for VC to come back.
The fort. We're impregnating the fort. Yes, thank you. Not the NPC, the fort.
No, that's why I meant the fort.
Clarifying for the audience at home
Why not both?
at the same time.
I dread asking, but physically, fish folk and rock gnome genetics, not sure.
It's not about the genetics or the end result or the it's about the attempt.
I'm assuming they lay eggs.
Did I come back to fish fucking? Is
Yep.
this?
Yep. We're going through the mechanics of every
No, we're not. We're done
Welcome
with
back.
that now.
some person's dream. Is it a cloaca?
Nope.
Because they lay eggs?
As ranking officer, nope.
So as ranking officer, what you missed, your accompanying merfolk let you know that this like little bridge in the front slides down to let larger ships permitted underneath the fortress, but she says there's a smaller cave on the other side of the island that allows skiffs to come in, and she was going to show you guys that too.
So we can follow her. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, you guys will dive back underneath the waves.
Down, down, down in the dark water we go. It was so wet that I had to eat my soul.
I was gonna say it's so wet we didn't even know, right? Because
Mm.
fish
Nope.
don't even know they're wet.
Hey, that works too.
I just think of Bobby from King of the Hill.
Damn it, Bobby.
I'm a fish, and I don't even know I'm wet.
So that's my purse. I don't know you.
She swims you guys around, and you swims you into a cavern, and you see like the wooden struts of like a dock going around where it gets really shallow, and she pops up slowly again where just like her head comes above water, and you all kind of follow suit, kind of save your kelp as you guys see the cavern that is before you. Oh my god, no you don't. 1 sec.
I'm blind.
That's a real nice bridge. Hey, that's better.
With a big dock.
That's what she
I
said.
think they trimmed the bushes around it to make it look bigger, though.
That's one big old black hole.
I want to try and make this so that.
Oh.
Do you love them?
Sometimes.
It's a little hard to see.
No one's occupying the dock at all.
We need to see,
Jesus.
so I'm going to move this.
These guys are lax.
Over here, or now.
Nobody thought that they'd come through the back way.
Also, they probably got somebody up there looking for ships.
Yeah, as you guys are in this cavern, as you guys poke your head about, you guys can see like this dock is empty. There's not even like a skiff strung up yet, but you do see beyond the dock to the south, windows into what looks like a common room or something, but you do see people mingling about. Like you do see that there are people occupied here, but yeah, there's no guards up in here. Thrasa looks back at you and says, if you're going to go any further, I'm going to have to remain behind. If you want to head back, we can.
Hell no. Save Uncle Ben.
What do we think? I think there's an entrance we can.
She also offers to be like a watch out. Like she can look out for like any incoming skiffs, and if you guys are still in here, she can swim in through to where it's not, where there's still where it's not shallow, and like warn you, like, hey, you better hide. Somebody's coming from the sea, at least.
Well, that sounds much easier.
I'm down with that.
I'm just worried. I don't want her to get caught.
She's like, I won't get called. I'll be underneath the waves. They won't even see me. They didn't see us approach.
They don't employ anything that would come up under the water?
Nets. Watch out for nets.
No, they are not like those crafty kobolds.
Huh. Weird thing you happen to know about.
Yeah, it's just a weird happening that we've noticed.
A lot of that going around.
So, we going in? Gotta save Ben.
I think we should, but we should probably swim till we get, like, down here.
Yeah.
I agree.
I don't want to, like, get up in front of the windows.
Oh yeah, I want to be as unseen as possible.
What if we swim to like
You were-
here where the windows aren't seen and then we climb up?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
That's what he said.
Okay.
You are free to move about the cavern. There will be a point in time where the sunlight will not reach in, so you guys have the daylight that you have.
Opera somehow closed my thing.
Oh, okay, bye-bye.
I'm big.
Wiki big.
How dare you? Are we supposed to be able to see in?
Yeah, those are. You can see all the windows through the windows.
Alrighty.
This ain't good.
Hey, a lot of dudes in there.
They work.
Well,
both
there's a lot
ways.
more windows over here too.
Well, if we climb up like right here, maybe.
Birch and Alex here?
And then try to like sneak around
Mind
this
you-
way.
That part of the dock will be in view of those windows.
Which part?
That
Whoa.
corner that you're by. But if you want to stay low enough, because you do have this like kind of like this quarter wall.
Yeah, I want to stay close to the... Well, can I be under the deck? I don't want it to make it look like I climbed up.
You can't get under the deck because that's where it finally gets shallow and the rocks come out of the ground. It's with like pretty much this dock is built on. It's those shallow rocks around the cavern wall.
Well, I mean, let's try to continue this way. See what's what over here. But like, to the point that she was making, very close, so that if they're looking out the window, then they're not going to see us.
Smart.
So I point out the people I see all the way over here to the northeast.
Well, part of this is just I can't even see whatever this is when I move into it. It's just a wall of.
That's a bridge.
It's getting. This is where the sunlight ends, and the cavern is now dark and dank for
Oh.
everybody who does not have
That's why he can't see.
dark.
Oh my god, I'm blind.
Well, I pointed out that there looks like 2 guards posted to the northeast, and they could
Literally
probably.
swimming blind here.
There are 2 more guards posted to the southeast.
All right,
to the
so
south as well.
we need to be going in there. Do we know where the target is?
We actually don't even know if Ben's here.
Ben's underground in a fortress somewhere, so this seems like a proper fortress. So
Is this a bridge?
That is a bridge over the water.
Why?
Would they be able to see us if we hover and climb up these rocks right here? We could do a surprise attack and knock these guys out as fast as possible.
Well, you
There's
do
just
look like
two-
Which
a rock.
rocks? Which rocks are you trying to climb? Do you think you want to climb up? If you climb up those rocks, you will probably be in full view of their torchlight, and they will see you. Yes.
Okay. But that's only 2, though.
Yeah. Yep.
So if we get enough and we bum rush them really fast before they can give off a signal and then be done.
We can if there's not a better spot. Yes.
Well, there's another bridge down here if you keep going south.
Yeah, but I'm just like super blind.
No, that's why I'm
I'll
leading.
guide you along.
That's why I'm leading the way. Oh, whoa, whoa. Hey, there's somebody over here. I can see him in a window.
I see it.
Ah, that's a window past the door. I'll let you see her, though.
Through a window. Is that door closed?
It's supposed to be. I'm about to put it in now, but
okay.
I'll let it be. I'll let it be that you like saw her walk through that room. So that's totally cool.
Okay. My apologies, RJ.
No, it's fine. No, thank you for letting me know the door was open.
You're welcome.
All right. So, but that's cool that you saw her, though. She is in a room with the windows. So you would have saw her anyways.
Well, it is a she, and you know how.
He's a pervert.
Unlike the women.
Yeah, he's a peeping Tom. He was fucking locked in. Well,
I'm
hey guys.
I'm a better peeping Tom now than I was whenever I was a human.
Are you guys familiar with the real-time strategy game called Commandos? Well, that's not real-time. Yeah. If we were playing Commandos, we would come all the way down here where no one is and no one can see us, and then this is where we would climb up and try to sneak through.
Actually, they would still see us from over here where the guards are.
That's a long ways away, my friend. Now, we're not in any torchlight. There's no torchlight here.
Yeah,
we're underground.
I'm trying to see if any of these doors look like they might go downward, but there's no way to know until we open them.
But we're not seeing any torchlight or anything right here, are we, Rob? Or
no.
Right, so
only the torchlight that's filtering through that window.
Hey, we have a door here, so if we wanted to climb up right here, there's a door right here.
And looks like there's more stuff and a pathway here too. You know what? Fuck it. I need to take a minute to bring Cat up, so I'm gonna climb up here. And I'm gonna go back in this little hidey hole. So I'm gonna spend a minute bringing Cat up.
And hunker down.
Spend your minute.
Well,
yeah,
we're not going to be able to sneak much with Kitty Cat.
Kitty Cat quiet.
It's metal.
Kitty Cat could be a distraction too.
That's true.
Also, Cat is fast, so we could always leave him back. Bring him up. And I could dismiss him. You know what? I feel like that argument was completely irrelevant. I don't think that you needed to say such a mean thing about Cat.
Okay.
We can say whatever we want.
I'm only a little
defensive.
defensive.
It's a free Navy.
I'm only a little defensive, guys.
All right. Where are we going? Pick a door, any door.
I'm crawling up right here.
I like the idea of going through that door. I'm
gonna listen to see if I can hear anything on the other side.
As you listen for a couple seconds, you hear nothing.
Open it up.
All right. Before I roll and do something stupid, is it unlocked?
Yeah, it was unlocked.
See, this is why you check the door before you try to roll for shit.
Alarm just.
If you tried to open it and it was locked, I would say it doesn't open it.
Is this a person's individual quarters?
I don't know. Perception check as you go inside.
I perceive one bed, a desk, and what looks like a pile of yellow things.
It's gold. Get it?
Gold.
There is a journal here. There is a writing pad here. There is a pile of coins here. There is a small rucksack filled with some clothes. There is a bed with a sheet and a straw pillow. And there is one torch on the wall.
I'm taking the coins.
I read the journal. Dear
Sup-
diary.
And I'm taking
Roll
the writing
yourself.
pad.
Roll yourself 3d12 worth of silver and 2d10 worth of gold.
And how many of gold?
2d. That's 3d20. I said 3d12 worth of silver
Sorry.
and 2d10s worth of gold.
There you go.
Wow.
There you go.
By reading the journal, do I know whose it is?
Reading the journal, you understand it as somebody who says, hey, they can't believe they finally got to lieutenant. Enough time groveling and swabbing the deck. They finally noticed me in battle. Really excited. Hoping I get a little bit further in the rank structure, that they give me my own ship. The Sylviers seem pretty honorable. Running goods for them has been profitable so far. I'm excited. Never thought I'd see so much of the lane. The last entry. I am tired of looking at obsidian. If I've got to run one more cargo trip of obsidian, I am going to jump overboard and let the fishes dine on me.
Nice. Fantastic.
Reading back from this entry,
Fantastic.
you can tell that they were at Port Muna, they were at Foyle, and they were at Tanyard.
I take the journal and I quietly say, Prim, I've got more lists for you.
Give her the paper too.
We're going to put it in my bag of holding. So
Yeah, so it don't get wet.
Collect all the stuff, but put it in the bag of holding so it don't get wet. All right. This is the lieutenant's quarters. He's hoping to make captain. They're doing a lot of obsidian runs, which we know that they were doing, but now we have locations.
Nice. Useful.
Is everybody up now? How's Slate doing?
Should be.
Genuinely concerned about Slate.
I'm feeling my way around, keeping one hand just on the wall.
At this point up here, you would see a little bit of torchlight coming through some
I
of the
see a
windows.
little, but it's still very dark for me.
It ain't much. Okay, and then I'm gonna come up here, and I'm gonna peek around the corner. Oh God!
If anyone is here, I need
Nobody's in there.
help.
Cat walks over to you.
I put my hand on Cat. I can't. I just want to move with Cat. So Rob, you'll have to move me. I can't see a damn thing.
10-4.
All right, so Cat's just gonna slowly make its way up to this pile of barrels up here, Rob.
I found another door.
Is this window is open and there's torchlight on the inside?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
Right,
yeah.
but through
You
the
see what you
rules-
see.
Right, but you guys know what it's looking out your window at night with the lights on is reflected back on you.
Right.
I'm just saying. As long as we're not generating any light, they shouldn't see us too clearly. We should
What?
have at least
Generate light?
No.
Oh, I
No.
can't anymore.
You don't
You
have your
gave away
dad. You
your
gave it
dagger.
away.
I'll light a torch. I swear to God.
No,
Please do not.
no.
I'll yell.
I can make you a glow
I'll scream. If
stick,
something
but we're not
touches me in
doing
the
that
dark,
right
I'm
now.
gonna scream
All
like
I
a little girl.
All I have to say is, and I point towards
The
the window,
artificer can give him a glow stick too.
I can give you many things that glow. I have a bag of pebbles that will glow, sunlight.
Let's just open the door and get them
This
inside the room.
took you 80 years to achieve.
I point toward this window and I say, I think that's an armory over there, and I want to go in.
What window?
To the.
50 shit.
No, I can see that, but yeah, I can see in. I was like, okay, well, you're gonna have to. Literally, you're leading a blind man right now.
Yes, Cat
Oh,
is
my
directly in
gloves.
front of you, and I'm like adjacent to Cat, so I would be.
I'm just holding on to Cat's tail.
I figured as much, like a seeing eye cat.
Yep.
Color.
Is there any sounds coming from the door?
Green.
Although it does look like we're stacked up to breach this door.
Are we?
Yeah, that's Arn's on one side, I'm on the other, Cat's behind me, and let's do this.
Huh.
So if Cat takes off running...
I have flickering back to a past life.
Right? Just put your hand on the handle in front of you. Just...
What, have you clearing a door with a General Dynamics robot?
Lean back, rock forward. Go. Alright, does his 15 hear anything?
You mean my 25?
You pre-rolled
Oh.
that.
I
didn't ask
rolled
for that.
Stop doing that.
No, I rolled it
didn't
to
ask.
say that. Did I hear anything? I've already asked the question.
Yeah.
He didn't tell you
Did
to
you hear
roll
anything?
for it.
Without you rolling, no, it's pretty quiet around this corner. Even as you put your ear up against the door, it's a thick wooden door, but you listen for a while, and it's quiet on the other side as well.
I'm gonna reach around and try to open the door.
Okay.
It's locked.
It's my
Pick it.
time.
Pick it.
Thieves' tools with dexterity.
Intelligence, kind sir. Thank you.
You can state what fucking artificer ability you have that does that, so that way it
I
looks
will
cool.
gladly do it because it's the reason why I'm so powerful is I can replace my dexterity mod with my intelligence mod.
You're so smart.
And I'm a fucking nerd.
So
Yeah.
smart.
16. You don't fail too bad, so you don't break your pick, but you ascertain the tumbler of the lock, and you can
Oh wait, it
possibly
should be
do this
more
again.
than 16. Sorry.
Well, what's it
'Cause,
supposed to be?
I don't know. I get to double my proficiency bonus.
Dude, it's your character. You need to tell me.
Add 4 more, please, sir.
4 is enough.
We hit the mother load. It's the rum closet.
I mean, you walk in and yell that back outside.
I don't yell it. No.
That's how I do it for my weapons. I'm looking for the other one for my skills, like proficiency stuff.
I think you're holding. There you go.
Okay. Is it just rum
Feels
and
weird.
barrels?
A perceptions check for who enters the room. Cat, Slate, and Primrose are just left out in the dark hallway.
Yeah, I'm just.
Was there a
making sure
torch on
Slate
in this
doesn't-
room?
Guys!
No,
I'm literally right behind you, so I'm waiting.
I don't know what liquor smells like.
Oh, but I
Alex,
do.
you're trying to ascertain if these like crates actually have something written on them. Then you realize you're just staring at wood grain.
Yeah.
Arn, you absolutely ascertain that this isn't just rum. This is grog.
Oh, this is the watered down. This is the bad stuff.
Oh, okay, so this is the storehouse of bullshit. All right, well, fuck it.
Well, no, it's liquor. It's grog.
Yeah, but what are we gonna do? Stuff a rag? You know, open up the bung hole, shove a rag in there, light it on fire.
Well, if we
Yes.
need a distraction, we can
Yes.
totally do
All
that.
right, I just wanted to use the word bung hole literally in a sentence correctly, and I have achieved that. So I'm so sorry. Thank you guys for allowing this to happen.
I
Congratulations.
wasn't listening.
Well, I
I
like
used
the
the
idea of setting
word
fire to it,
bunghole.
but whatever.
Slate's just hearing darkness.
Hearing darkness.
Hey, there was another door on the other side. You
I
wanna
call
go see if
Cat
we-
to come in here. Okay, Cat leads Slate in here.
Yeah. You got to move Cat for me to move Slate.
I moved the Cat in. Please lead in the Slate and the Prim.
Somehow even darker.
It will
Prim
be
can
for a
see.
second as soon as
I'm-
Prim comes in.
I'm fine. I'm looking at you nerds in
I am
a fucking
asking
rum
you to
closet.
come into the room
So you can
I
shut the
can't.
door.
so I
There's-
can shut the door.
You're in the way.
Move diagonally.
No,
No.
I'm
I won't.
scared.
Hey, why are we in here?
I swear to God, I'll fart.
I close the door.
I got grog for
Why?
everybody. Have a swig. It'll take care of
I'm
your
not
scurvy.
touching that.
I got a bag of rocks of sunlight or some shit like that somewhere, and I pull out one of my sunlight rocks, and it emits a little bit of sunlight so that we
What's
can.
the distance?
5 feet bright, 10 feet dim. I hand one to Slate.
What's this?
God damn it.
It's just a little rock that gives you a little bit of light. If you put it in your pocket, nobody will see it. But I'm giving it to you as kind of like an emergency countermeasure. If you need to see something real quick, shit hits the fan.
Just turn
a
on.
little bit now.
Yeah,
I just turned it on.
It's just on. Just pull it out of a little satchel and it's on. That's why I said you gotta hide it in your pocket.
Look,
Because it's very, very small.
I just feel like Arn is over in the corner singing "This Little Light of Mine."
Sure.
This little light of mine.
All right, Alex, why are we in here?
So there's all of this alcohol in here that we could use as a distraction to ignite and explode. I didn't know if that was an option. Also, I like sync meetings. I just want to make sure everybody was, check in on everybody. Yeah.
I'm okay with a fire distraction if you guys are.
Not while we're in here.
Not while we're in.
That's why I didn't like torch.
Okay, the first thing we have to do before we actually do this is figure out where we're gonna go.
Yeah.
When we light this on fire.
Oh, for sure. But remember, we could always do some cat stuff. Like we could do some. Cat now knows the location of this. We could do some remote activated bullshit.
Hey, as the alcoholic in the party, I think we should test it first to see if it has enough alcohol in it to catch on fire. And I will take that on myself.
You're the one who said it was grog. I'm pretty sure it'll light.
You never know. Grog can be so watered down that it really doesn't have anything in it. So let's open up one of these bung holes real quick and do a taste test. I would love to have a swig.
Well, the more you drink, the less we have to light on fires. Don't go too crazy.
Yeah, get your mouth on that beehole.
Suck the cork out of that bung hole.
So I open up the little one that's next to me. And
the little guy on the floor.
Yeah.
Obviously the single malt.
And do a taste test.
You are absolutely correct. It is fairly watered down, but the grog is spiced, so it tastes good, but you give me an insight check.
Okay.
You absolutely know that this will not catch flame.
Shit.
Hey, it tastes good, but no boom boom.
Okay. Hey,
damn.
Listen. That's why, look, I said sync meetings are a good thing. We now know that our plan would have failed. It's a good thing.
We're only doing this once a week, though.
We have some stuff to take back to the crew.
No, if you want to put one of them in your bag, that's fine. But come on, I wouldn't.
You serve that on my ship. Yeah, you're going overboard.
That's not coming to our crew.
Can we get out of this closet?
Yeah. Well, put your little rock away.
It had a nice spice taste to it.
Oh, I will hit you with the old classic spice these balls.
Yeah. All right, so put your little sun rock away, and as soon as everybody's ready to go, I open the door.
Let's go to the next door, across the hall.
Yeah, I need to juxtapose with Cat then.
Okie dokie. Sorry, Rob. It is a 5 foot bright, 5 foot, additional 5 foot of dim.
I'm going to leave him with the 5-10 and just play it like nobody can see it. Or it's only out 10-10 for most people. But okay.
I just have to pretend I can't see.
Let me move that door out of the way.
Thank you. Also, I realize it's not the sunstone. I wasn't able to use those because I gave this all to Kato, but I can use my tinkering to create the same effect.
How dare you?
Oh, in that case, I will adjust.
Okay. So I told everybody that this was a forge that I wanted to go in, but here is another door. So, Arn, what do your gnome ears hear?
I don't know.
Would he be proficient at like hearing vibration through stone? Because he's a rock gnome. So if he listens to the door frame,
does he have that
get
racial feat?
I don't know.
No, it's not a racial
Just
feat.
kind of a I don't know, topic of conversation, spitballing stuff here. But you know what? If it's not in the book, it doesn't exist.
You're right.
Almost like if they wanted him to have that ability, they would have wrote it
to him. All right.
It may be in the new books that are coming out, and I have him on order.
All right. While he does what he needs to do to listen to this door, I'm gonna grab my drink and I'll be right back.
Perception check on.
Man, I'm on it today.
Oh yeah.
It's quiet except for the crackling of a torch inside.
Hey, I think we're good. So we'll just wait for our lock. Can I check to see if the door's unlocked?
It's unlocked.
Okay. We'll wait for everybody to get back, and then we will breach the room.
I am ready to go.
It's unlocked, so let's breach it. 1,
right,
2, 3, go.
Go.
Why not just open it slowly, like a normal person?
Do we ever do this? I go in, I take the route of least resistance, and I get on the bed.
Oh, another tiny room. Yeah, I'm staying on that.
Yeah, we're just cat moves up a little bit.
The bed begins to sink in underneath your weight because of its straw mattress.
I step off the bed.
I go straight for the door.
An imprint of your feet remain.
I do nothing to correct this.
Huh.
All right, so what's on this desk?
I don't know. I'm scared.
You see a quill,
Doing that.
ink, 2 pieces of parchment paper.
Do they got writing on them?
It does have writing on it. The writing on the parchment paper looks like some kind of order that would go to a seaside merchant that would deal in bulk cargo.
They deal in grog.
Or obsidian.
Or obsidian. Never know.
Does it have anything to...
The things listed on it make it sound like durable goods and luxury goods. And, of course, yes, grog.
But does it also have locations? That's what my curiosity is.
It does not. It's like a transaction list almost, like a ledger.
Like a ledger. Okay. Well, that's unimportant. Well, let's go.
Throw it on the heath.
All right. Out the way.
I whisper, hey, there's a way.
Pathway?
Yeah, but I'm not sneaky, so.
I'll do it. I'm not sneaky either, but let's fucking go.
Well, I am.
I'd argue that.
I just listen for footsteps so that we don't walk.
Do these look like front doors to that area that I assumed?
Those are 2 double doors that lead into what that was correctly presumed as an armory of some sort.
Okay. Trying to find Cat. I can't find Cat.
He's back here by me.
It's so dark.
Cat moves up to here. Are they solid double doors, or are they windows or anything like that?
These are indeed solid double doors. These are like heavy iron braided doors. Iron banded.
Iron banded. Are the doors? I checked to see if the doors are the doors unlocked?
The doors are unlocked. They push on hinges, but they also groan because of the weight.
Okay.
I don't think that that's gonna have a way downstairs.
But it's an armory.
Do we need their armor?
Well, their stuff.
You asked the artificer if we needed access to their armory.
Alex, I look at you and I give you the finger to be quiet.
Okay.
Yeah, the maniacal laughter is probably not.
And I point over across the way, and there's somebody in the other room on the other side.
Yeah, I can see him. I can see. I don't know what him or it is. I can see the side of a shape.
Yeah.
In this general direction.
Yep, and I don't know if they can hear us or not. So.
And you absolutely know for certain these doors are going to groan as you open them.
Okay, I'm thinking through.
Don't worry, me too.
Do you guys have
what?
like arcane lock or something to make sure nobody
No.
else can get in there?
You're our only magic user.
I use
The artificer.
magic gun.
That's
You
true.
no, you use fuckery in what some would consider lesser witchcraft.
Hey,
So,
does somebody-
speaking of my fuckery,
Oh boy.
I would like to tell my friends about a spell I have called Grease.
what about silence?
That was Uncle Ben.
Hmm.
I can't cast silence. Uncle Ben can.
Ironic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy that we're needing to rescue has
I don't-
the one
yeah,
spell to
but-
keep the doors quiet.
Oh, I
I
just
don't-
meant the jaunty man
Grease-
and can silence other
Grease
people.
Right.
will give enough white lithium to make these doors open quietly.
Right, but is it going to give me the whole 10-foot square and now it's difficult terrain and everybody has to make a save or they slip when they fall?
No. If you're applying the 10-foot square to the door, its hinges and top, bottom, like
Yeah.
where it's going
It
to rub
is
and
a
touch,
strategic
I will not make it
application.
difficult terrain. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Wow.
Just like how I gave Azelgrim 3 shatters to fucking blow down a door.
He's a
It wasn't
magnanimous
just
god.
the door, buddy.
I know he used it a couple times. It was great. I loved it.
Fucking goblins. I hate goblins.
Cover your goblins. All right, so I do this. I strategically, tactically cast Grease, and I'm greasing up the hinges and the top and the bottom.
Role play me what your verbal is.
My verbal is I'm quietly whispering, man, I really hope these guys don't hear me. I hope that this hinge doesn't squeak. And go.
I'm pretty sure that's not the verbal component to your spell casting.
I don't know what the verbal component of my spellcasting
Make it
is.
up.
What am I-
Make it up. Make it up. Make it up.
This is
Grease,
what
grease,
you.
grease, grease, grease. Grease, 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 grease. Grease the hinges, grease the door, and no one will hear you. Grease, grease.
Wow.
Grease.
You have to say that every time you cast that
Every
spell.
time.
All right,
Fine.
well, there you go. I fucking did it. Actually, I'm pretty sure that I've cast this in combat before on the stairs of like a ship.
Yeah.
What did
I'm
you
pretty
say?
sure
Pretty
crazy
sure I
Gus just went.
No, I probably would have been like, grease these nuts. So can I whisper, yell, grease these nuts?
You can't whisper spells because you don't have subtle spell. But you want to sit there and go grease, 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 grease.
I do. I sing my little grease song.
All right. Grease is now applied to the door.
I slowly push the door open, but I bring Cat
Both
up.
or just one?
Just the one. We're not going for full visibility here.
I just want to make sure so I know which ones I'm swinging out for you.
That the plan.
Holy
Yep, that's
shit!
fine.
I can see.
Plan south is fine. I remember. I go over here immediately. I bring Cat in the door to come here, and then I want Slate to be able to get in here, and then
I can see now.
I crouch down, and I do my best to silently point at this door. Pointing at the door.
Yep.
2 fingers on my eyes, 2 fingers at the door, like look over here, and then one person in there.
We'll put them in your eyes.
And the door should be open.
That door was closed. It was
No,
confirmed
because I
that
saw somebody on the other side.
Yeah, you guys definitely saw her go into that door.
go into the door and close it behind her, or
Yes. Close the door
Okay.
behind her.
Okay.
Oh boy.
okay. Very, very quiet.
This.
Is this are they really like squiggly swords and stuff in here?
That is a very squiggly greatsword.
Can I tell if it's magic or not?
It
Detect
doesn't
magic?
look magical, but it looks ferocious.
I would like to slip that into the bag of holding. That's
gain-
such a cool
Gain
sword.
one vicious greatsword.
Rob, is this just like colorful stuff or like
It's bush.
okay,
It's a bush.
like but enough to actually for me to like hide in or behind?
Yes. Yeah, enough
I'm
for you
going
to like
to-
get up to, slip down, and like blend in, or like not move, and like in this low dim light, you would be passed over. Yes.
I am going to attempt to do so. I am going to
Alright.
become Frog.
Stealth check.
He's good at that. That's not good.
Frig.
He's not good at that right now.
There's a spider in the bush!
As you move into the
It's cute.
bush, are you
Someone drunkenly shit in that bush last night.
Oh god, there's puke, a spider. I don't like what's touching me. Eh.
Uh,
I can't prove you what you see. Did you see the bars across the way? And the like a dude behind it?
I don't see shit. Like over here?
Arn and Alex did, but I don't
Hang
think
on.
he would have.
Hang on, I gotta reload my I know you guys did. I gotta reload my client. Okay. I can preview what you see, Slate. So you do see bars-ish to the north of you. It's not like a door. So as you go into that bush and the thing kind of like you hear somebody go, huh?
I immediately
Oh,
drop to the
like-
floor.
Yeah.
Into the shit.
Yeah. You just hear that there is somebody beyond those bars in that darkened room.
Okay. And I don't know if they can see me or not.
You kind of hear like huh? And then they kind of like do the
Oh, okay.
it's
I'm going to
Skyrim.
immediately step back out and come back this way. God! There we go. And come
Arn,
back
what
this
you
way.
looking at, buddy?
I'm going to close the grease doors also. And point out that there's someone in there, someone shat in a bush, and I may have wet myself a tad at a spider.
Congratulations.
It's like an average Tuesday for half the crew.
No.
Being your pants is cool. Call me Miles Davis.
Arn, what do you see? He's dead?
He's dead.
He's
Nothing.
died.
He's dead.
He's dead, Jim.
Are there any crossbows in here?
There's not a crossbow, but there is that short bow with 3 very interesting arrows.
I take it for our good friend Bertram.
You take what?
Everything.
I see a scroll and some armor and swords over here.
Oh God, runic ammo.
You
Fuck
see
yeah.
you see a backpack, a longsword, a scroll, and a helmet.
Oh,
Okay.
what's the scroll?
What's the backpack?
Weapon, runic.
Rob, is that
okay.
a traditional short bow?
Yes.
I do not take the traditional short
Ooh.
bow.
A
So there's the
turtle
backpack.
pack.
Also, if he's not here for the arrows, I will hold them unless we encounter a spellcaster, and then I'm going to shoot them with the runic ammunition.
Okay, I give you the 3 runic ammo then, because they were going into the bag of holding. But if you say that, then you.
Oh, yeah.
I made that silent bow you got. Snapey steel bow.
I don't have that anymore.
I didn't hear you say that. All I heard was thank you for your hard work and labor.
I pull out positive reinforcement and stuff. I'll shoot this, I swear to God. Fucking lip off to me again.
Gladly.
Will
The
this stack
scroll?
with my armor bonus?
It will not stack. You have to choose.
Okay.
Oh, you mean you talking about that last bullet?
Yeah.
Yeah, the last bullet applies if you take the dodge action.
Okay. Cool.
You've never done in your life.
You're right. I haven't. which I should be because I'm a wrestler. But normally I have them already grappled and pinned to the ground by the time I need to dodge anything.
All right, so quietly I move up. Anything good up here, Arn?
I found this cool backpack.
All right, put it in your bag of holding.
It does look like a good backpack.
It'll let me breathe underwater for an hour.
That's pretty baller. And I put the Sleet Storm scroll
Hey.
on my person.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that'll be a good one. Because if you
That's a good one.
Yeah, you cast some crazy shit like Moonbeam, Blizzard, Lightning, and then I do that, and woof.
AoE special.
AoE.
What's the others? The scroll
So
and
it's a longsword and a helmet.
Anything special? Do I have time? Do I feel like I need to take the time to inspect this for magic?
I don't know. Do you want to take the time?
No, I don't want to spend 10 minutes ritual casting detect magic. I'm going to
Right then.
put it in my bag.
Put what in your bag?
The sword and the helmet.
All right. You put a helm of comprehending language into your bag and a longsword.
Neat.
Sweet. Now I have 2 of those.
Pretty good.
Yep.
Ooh.
Why don't we just... They're gonna notice this.
We're getting ready to go fucking loud. They're gonna notice everything soon.
Still wanted.
I thought we were sneaking
Fine.
until we found Ben.
Yeah, I
He's
thought we
in
were
the
trying-
party, but he's not hearing and talking, so I will be the voice of reasoning that is Bridgestorm, and he's gonna say, "You are in the basement of a very large fortress. Are you sure you want to go loud? We do not know how many people
No,
are above us."
that's
I
the thing.
don't want to do that.
Not until we absolutely have to.
All right, let's not go loud. Well, then in that case, let's get the fuck out of here because there's somebody on the other side of that door.
I agree.
Okay. Let's go.
Where did all my shit go?
They probably thought that someone came in and stole it.
Wow.
I'd say we go in and just snap their neck and then walk right out.
I say that what if it's just an innocent forge master?
Well,
Let's not
Damn.
find out.
Yeah.
I've seen
Carefully open that
Castlevania.
door.
Those were not innocent.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Rob.
Also, everyone in this fortress is considered hostile.
They're
Exactly.
considered hostile, but are they considered by the judgment of morality to be evil?
Doesn't matter.
Well, then,
All
do you
right,
want to
well-
go eliminate someone quickly, or what are we doing?
Watch out for this window over here. I heard someone in there.
yep.
We're still
I
trying
see
to
'em.
find a way to the basement.
Oh, okay. I cannot see them. So,
I got you, bro. I got you.
Still trying to find a way to the basement. Does that look like a portcullis?
Yeah,
is it-
it's bars.
Okay. But I mean,
Wait,
like
could
treadwear
not-
on the ground. You know what I mean? Does it look like that? Those
Yeah,
bars.
It's bars. They're down. They're closed. You see the guy behind the bars.
Okay.
Is it a prisoner? Does he look imprisoned?
He doesn't
Okay.
look chained up. For the people
I
that can
can't see
see, he
him.
looks
I'm
hunched over. Yeah, for the
Okay.
people who can see, he looks hunched over, sitting at a desk. You don't see any presence of chains.
Okay. We need to be very wary of the not prisoner behind bars.
Okay.
Also, I point out I point to Arn, around that corner. I point this way. There's a window looking into that room that we know someone is in this room.
Sure.
And for
Oh,
those that have light, you can see torchlight being cast from the left side as well. So you're going to walk in front of torchlight in front of that window.
I'm all about going through the other door.
What other, like the door inside the
Yep, and
armory?
I just say we kill the bitch that's in that door.
I think that leads to out here, does it not?
That's just a window.
Well, I can't see what I'm clicking on. Does
So
not.
what I'm saying is that the only door
No,
in that
that's a
space-
window.
Yeah. The only door that person was behind is an internal door. They would have to leave that room and then come through this door.
Hey, if they're the only one in that and that's only that room, then nobody's gonna know that we just killed a bitch. And so we just go in, choke the living shit out of her, maybe set her on fire with a punch,
Oh my
and
god.
call it done.
Yeah, but killing someone can be kind of loud, and if somebody starts checking it out, then we've got this.
Not
gonna
when I'm
stop
choking them to death.
I'm gonna be honest, he's the only person that can do this quietly. other than Bertram or Slate's arrows, and that's going to be close quarters.
I don't use my fists are my weapons, sweetheart.
So it should be thud, thud, thud inside of a room versus the guy with guns, and I put two fingers up and point at me.
So that's the way I think we should do this.
We could just sneak around. We don't actually have to kill them.
Well, we're in broad light now.
Well, I think it's a little bit. I think Arn, for us with dark vision, it is a little bit skewed. So I'm going to ask Slate to come up here to the corner. And what is your perception of this area? Is it possible for us to sneak, around the torchlight and the windows and the openings in a way that's not seen? Because we can see it way.
Oh, so this is a window.
Yep.
To the room in the armory.
And this is a window to a room in the armory, and we know someone is in that room.
Uh-huh. I can't tell if it's a floor-to-ceiling window. But, like you said, if they're trying to see out a window where there's light, they're going to see a reflection.
Right.
So, Rob, can I tell if this is a floor-to-ceiling window?
It's not a floor-to-ceiling window. It is a window at window length. So there's a
then just fucking go under it. I'll try it first.
You have a torch on the wall to your left.
Floor to ceiling.
Is this a torch up here generating light into this general corridor?
There is a torch up there generating light in that corridor as well.
I point to Slate and I let him know, because he was obviously blind throughout this entire operation. This is not the direction we need to go. That is a pathway back across the bridge to something else.
Okay, so then she is totally irrelevant for now.
Okay, so I think we're trying to go this
whatever
way.
This is very relevant.
Right, because it's just bars.
We have
another
window right here.
Okay, well, I can try to sneak under that.
I think we should send a sneaky person in first. We're still trying to find a way to get down.
If I'm just peeking around this corner, I can see everything. I can see now.
Which means it's illuminated.
I think down is going to be where those guards are at. No offense.
It also means I can actually operate at full capacity.
Arn, you mean across the stone bridges?
Yes.
Like, scroll out? Like way up here?
Hold it, wait one. Yes,
there's
up there.
There's two here, and then there's two here.
Yep.
Guarding like a round something up top.
I think down is that way. That's my opinion, but I could be wrong.
What do you think? This is just like overflow staff?
Yep. Why would they be guarding something to keep somebody out and not be guarding this over here?
I can't.
Rob,
can I crawl onto this like on all fours?
Absolutely.
But I'm all for getting as much stuff as we can before we go down, though. So, you know me.
All for understanding the situation as much as possible, because I've already seen like 18 people.
Yep. And grog.
I'm gonna do a little around I'm gonna peek back around this corner. You can get under this window. There's nobody in here that I can see yet.
And this person is still writing at their desk.
Which person?
Through the bars. You said they're sitting at a desk.
Person.
Yeah, you can tell that they're sitting in a chair, hunched over at a desk, facing 90 degrees away from that bar.
I get on all fours.
Moving through the bush. Give me a stealth check.
That's it, guys. Campaign's over.
No, that's going to be me.
-40.
I mean, if that guy's not watching, you could really just walk around the bush.
15. You're able to shuffle through without making too much noise.
Okay, sweet.
Whatever that ambient rock falling just almost set me off.
Okay, here I go with mine.
Oh boy.
Arn, you make it through the bush and crawl underneath the window.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah. No more stealth check minus.
Coming over there.
Peek around and just
I
be
don't
like,
wear armor no more.
I don't stealth so good. Alright, fuck it. It's rat time. I'm going to
It's rat time.
turn into a rat. I'm gonna get Alex's attention by like waving over and being like mouthing
Oh,
the
I'm waiting
words. I'm
for you.
gonna
I'm looking.
change so that
Cat's still with you.
okay.
Are you gonna be a rat for the next 13 years?
If I can, I will. I do
Primrose
be
pedigree.
ratting now.
I'm glad somebody got the joke.
Yeah, that's a
My
cute little rat.
That is a cute little
Girl.
rat. It's just the I've been a nasty girl song, but it's I've been a ratty girl. I want that to fucking live rent free in everyone's head.
I don't know the song, so.
Oh, you don't have social media. Thank God.
You're doing yourself a favor.
I've been
I know.
a ratty girl.
It's rat time.
Trying to find someone to match my freak. Okay.
All right, I'm going to bro. I'm gonna I'm gonna pull at your pant leg. Be like,
I'm gonna rat!
She's gonna run up your pant leg, man.
no, not until he sees me, so that he doesn't freak out.
Yeah, no. I'm aware.
We've done this before. I'm crawling up so I can get to your shoulder.
It's a thing
No,
that happens.
He doesn't even pick you up with his hand?
No,
No, I try
No.
to with the metal hand, and she
No.
rejects it.
I hate that hand. I hate it so much. It's so unnatural.
Oh, you're the most disgusted mouse squeak ever.
So there's a guy in that other
He's
building.
over here. There's one over there. I was gonna try to peek around the window to see him.
Do you see anybody in this room?
Not yet, but I can only see like to here.
When they rat you until
Okay.
you cheese. Kyle, you're going to hell.
I'm gonna crawl underneath the door, underneath the window, and
I'm gonna hang on. When you do that, I'm gonna try to. Rob, can I like peek around my head and try to just watch to make sure he's not looking up before I give Arn like the pass?
Yeah.
Put the glow sticks
Okay.
in here.
Is he looking? Is he busy with something?
He is looking down, penning away in a journal. Or
Okay.
some kind of book.
I start to wave Alex too.
I go with my cargo.
It's me. I'm the
We're
rat.
gonna come around
there's definitely nobody in there.
to the building that you are butted up against.
Yeah, because I looked through the window and there was. Well, I wouldn't have been able to see it because I walked underneath it. So
I
never mind.
crawled underneath it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Take that back. Take that. I'm listening right now.
hang on. I'm
That's
gonna
my
go
ride.
underneath the window here to this middle portion and try to
Like that
scope
pillar.
out if there's anyone in the building I'm across from. So I'm gonna look in this one while crossing underneath here.
Stealth check to move through the bushes.
Bug.
Oh, that song is stuck in my head. Shit.
I wonder if I already wore dynamite.
Just don't roll that one, man.
Guess what
Slip,
I've done?
you think you're passing by enough, but you accidentally hit the main part of the plant. It swishes and part of the branches tap on the window.
I stop
inside
immediately and
Look-
like,
Yeah.
oh boy, I just kind of like move the
So-
plant a little.
That's fine. So,
So like Arn and Alex and the mouse can like barely see the guy like look up and see like the plant just like tapping against the bottom of the window. He kind of like leans more out the window and takes a look, and he waits a minute.
I sort of hunker down to the ground as much as possible.
Yeah. Cat
I
lays
just
down.
absolutely still not even breathing.
He goes back to writing.
I give the thumbs up.
I will make my way over and try to.
So you're scoping out this building that we're.
Yes,
on.
we're watching across from each other right now.
Yep.
I point at this building, and I cover my eyes for like half.
I point up this direction, which would be over your right shoulder. If you are facing me, over your right shoulder.
I can just see where you're ping, yeah.
Okay. I point there and I say 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Hold up a 1.
I give you a thumbs up.
Okay.
How high are these boxes, Rob?
Each crate is 5, but the one you're right next to is 2 boxes tacked onto one of those, so it's 10 feet on the one right next to you.
Okay. Then I'm going to try to crouch and use them as cover. And scoot around.
Okay.
I don't think we need to go in this room.
Are you talking about this one?
Yeah, I don't think it would be smart right now with the guy across the hall from us.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit on the lookout, because if we open the door, it'll show light.
Agreed. I feel like at this point, I feel like it's just a bunch of people in their rooms.
Yeah, it's exactly what I'm saying. I don't think this is the area that we need to be in. It's where the guards are at.
It could be.
I have message. Can I whisper message?
It's not verbal.
It's verbal.
Without subtle spell, you can't whisper it.
Okay. Oh, they can.
I'm
they
sorry.
Can reply in
I'm sorry. I guess you could whisper. It's actually in the body of the spell. You actually absolutely whisper it.
Okay, that's what I was trying to. This is a weird one. This is the only spell I know that actually does say whisper.
Yeah, it does.
I point at Slate and I say, "Hey, bud, I think this is just like crew quarters. I think we're wasting our time here."
I like to just give him the thumbs up.
And then I point, or no, you can respond if you.
I don't. The thumbs up is my response.
Okay, and then I say back the way we came.
I don't have.
I just want to point out that you are all looking at to the south where Arn, Mouse, and Rat and Alex are. You see
Rat.
like 10-foot wide cavern path.
Oh,
and Slate sees one in
well,
front of him too. So you guys are both in front of like 2 cavern paths that just
like
go further
deep into the ground.
Now, I'm not gonna say it goes deep. It goes
just
further in, but they're dark.
Right. So if we were looking for somebody who knew that they were being held underground, this would be what we were looking for. And not asking you to confirm or deny that. I didn't realize that this is an avenue that we could pursue.
Just wanted to let you guys know.
I appreciate that.
Is my response held for this message, or if I see them move, can I like respond back to him and saying I can't see down there?
You could, you can reply.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it's like this is all within the span of a minute.
Okay, I'll just say I need Cat.
Oh,
if we're going that way.
Oh shit! When did Cat move through those bushes? I need stealth checks from Cat.
Okay, Cat.
At least the one.
I'm so scared. Please.
Whip mopping son of a bitch.
So I'm gonna move Cat back.
Just to the other side of the window?
Just to that one.
Okay.
As he went into that bush, Cat snapped it and broke it, and it made an actual audible crack. I and Cell would come to the bar and look out, and he'd go, "Huh? What is that?
Huh?
What are you? Hey, you!"
Time to go.
Cat goes running back down the hidden corridor, like that back alleyway that behind the armory goes that way.
Hey, there's a creature in here. Hello? Hello? And he's just starting to say that now. He's just loud. And
as soon as I hear that, I'm moving.
Okay. We're going into this cavern. cavernous area. Go this way.
I grab onto your shoulder, Alex.
Yep, let's do this. I got a rat on one shoulder and one of my captains on the other shoulder.
All right. As you guys start going down this winding, narrow, 10-foot wide, cavernous hole, it winds back and forth. The prisoner yelling, "Hey," fades away. You think you hear a door open and you hear somebody like respond back to him, but you guys can't hear it off the movement of you guys pattering down this rocky cavern. After a while, it empties out.
Oh, fuck.
Can I
That's
see in here?
ominous.
A prison.
You can see in here, there's an eerie green bioluminescence on the ceiling, and then every few often there's these lanterns that are lit off these jagged iron-looking things, and you see cells all along, and puddles of water on the stone floor. You hear, in some cells, you hear weak coughs, and every now and then you maybe hear like a moan of hunger.
Mm.
That's the sound I make when
I know when I'm hungry, that's the sound I make.
Yeah.
I'm going over to Adam's, but I'm hungry now.
It's the sound you made when you called me Saturday morning. Can we come over? Should we get something to eat first?
I can take lead for this if we want to walk quietly.
Oh, we do, and
Avoiding the puddles of water on the ground.
I think we did a pretty fucking good job upstairs.
Except for the cat.
Except for
Because
The-
it's metal.
You know what? Just because
Chicken
you
butt.
turn into a fucking rat doesn't mean that my automaton can't join us in our stealthy soirees.
I'm just angrily going.
You're angrily squeaking, "I told you so."
Yeah.
Which I know damn well what you're saying. I don't even fucking speak rap. I know what you're saying to me.
You don't
Let's start
have to
making my
know,
way.
you just have to hear the attitude.
Yep, I could see in your little fucking rat eyes.
I want to start making my way slowly past these cells and like trying to get a peek at what's inside, but on the far side of the wall. I'm not getting close to these bars, so someone can reach out and grab me.
Every now and then, these cells are filled with 5 or 3 people. Regular spun tunics and shorts. Some of them are pretty ragged looking. Some of them are just like, they're not even like making any excuse to like look at your way or whatnot. How about a perception check though?
From all of us, or
If you guys are looking in, yeah, absolutely.
yeah. Oh, not. God damn it, normal.
I'll take the 23 though. That was the first one.
Thank you.
I am specifically looking for Ben, though.
Well, you blew the DC out of the water, and with 26, you're not going to find Ben. But you and Prim both recognize one individual with a certain tattoo on their forearm as one of the more veteran guys that was promoted and let go to join Uncle Ben on his ship.
Well, I'm going to immediately address him.
These are our guys.
Hello? Who?
You recognize my face?
Oh, the gods deceive me. Slate. Sir, is that you?
Mm-hmm. How long you been in here?
Mercy be praised.
Alright, I'm back. The dog was freaking out.
I motioned everyone, like, over here.
Let's go.
Quietly. Hey, are you the only one from the crew here? Are there more of you?
No, as like now the other 2 people in his cell like poke up, like it's like we're all here. I don't know how long we've been entombed down here.
I'd like to take a quick look at the lock, or whatever mechanism is keeping them.
Yeah, it looks like a iron bar, iron branded lock panel. Tumbler, blade and bow, regular keys that would be thick.
Well, Alex, you know what to do.
And so I do.
Do your shit and do it good.
Hey, is Ben here somewhere?
They took him somewhere else. All the spellcasters they're keeping somewhere else.
Of course.
These
Do you know
28.
where?
It's good enough for a nice silent clink, clink, and then the door is able to be swung open. I don't. We were separated up top in the courtyard. He went through one door, and we were all ushered down here.
Okay.
Well,
Are you guys
worse.
can you guys-
Samsonite, we were way off.
Yeah. Can you guys walk?
Verily, Lord.
Shit. And they're going to be all over upstairs right now.
There's how many in here? 3 of them?
3 in this cell alone, but this whole hallway is probably like 60 men of the crew.
It's our guys.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. It's okay. I have 20 rations on me and 75 pounds of meat. It's not an immediate. It's like I understand that feeding, so it's not fucking Skyrim hitting the.
When is the
menu.
last time they ate?
Yeah, taking in 70 cheese wheels, but I mean, if we split it up and give it to them slowly,
right? Like POW kind of style.
because if they eat too fast, too quickly, they're gonna make themselves fucked up. So I asked them, when was the last time you ate?
They've been keeping us on prisoner rations, nothing but bread and water. But water out of a saucer as he motions to a little like tin plate on the ground.
Okay.
And the bread was stale.
Of course.
Hard as a rock.
Hardtack, yeah. All right, listen. How often do the guards come down here?
I'm listening, sir.
No, I'm sorry. I'm asking you a question. How often do the guards come down here?
Only to come feed us. I don't know how long it's been, though.
Okay. I look at the other 2. Do you guys... How long has it been since they fed you?
They shrug. We haven't seen daylight in so long. They've probably fed us 20, 30 times since we've seen the daylight.
No, I understand. I'm trying to figure out how much time we have. If we pop the locks for everyone and distribute it's not enough to feed everybody, but the small amount of food that we have to you.
I would say we wait until they come down to feed them. And then once they leave, we have the maximum amount of time between whatever their rotation is for feeding them.
It's 23 hours, 59 minutes, and 59 seconds. Yeah.
Right, or whatever it is, every 12 hours. I don't know how often they feed them. It doesn't look very often, but I would say we do that.
There's a potential of, if we do that and use that as initiating our, essentially our, the rest of the rescue operation. If we can get keys, that saves us a lot of time on...
Whoever has the keys here won't have the keys for whatever spell casting.
I don't think that... Right. But it prevents us from having to unlock every single one of these cells one by one.
Well, I mean, we could do that, and then when the guy comes down here, we just unleash Arn on him.
That's true. And I turn into the crew.
We don't have to wait till they're done feeding. That would be dumb.
How many
we just have to get him down here.
How many guards come to feed you?
3. 1 to push the wagon, 2 to serve either cells on either side.
And do they unlock the cells, or do they feed you through the bars?
No, they throw it through the bars.
Okay, so my entire theory is bust.
No, we just keep them unlocked, and then when they're down here, once they've stepped into our web, we kill them. So like they've gone down. It takes X amount of time to feed, and then that's the time we have to get them. All then they'll have to do is just push the doors open, and we can get the fuck out of here.
So with that 28, that nice, silent, clean, crisp lockpick maneuver, would I understand enough of that locking mechanism to be able to relock it or to reset the tumblers in place?
Absolutely.
Okay, and I relay this to Slate. Listen, I got the lay of the land on this lock for this cell. So if anything, this is the first cell in. We pop out, we grab them. We could kill them, we can lock them up, we can do whatever it is that we need to do with them, but we could relock this cell.
We put them in a cell, we lock them in
Right.
there, and then we burn them alive.
All right.
Okay.
There's
I think
no need
Slate's
for them
plan
to be
was just
screwed.
to have these open.
So, yeah, unlock them all. When
All right.
they get down here, we jump
you
them.
jump them, yeah.
Knock them out, beat the living shit out of them.
Yeah, you get to go ham, bud.
Okay.
And burn them alive.
No, we're not burning them
We don't
alive.
need
That's
to do that.
so much noise.
Yeah, that's no. And you're getting like a fucking rag in your mouth. Somebody's gonna take a bandana and tie it around your mouth. And
My hands turn to fire too.
You can bite down on that as hard. I'm not talking about the burning. I'm talking about you talking shit and being loud.
We need zero noise.
We need to muzzle you.
I won't say a word. I'll be quiet.
I think that we all look at each other. I look at the rat. I look at Slate. Slate looks at the rat. Slate looks at me. The rat looks at
Rat's
Slate.
just shaking her head.
And everybody genuinely disbelieves your ability to stay silent.
I will trust him this one time. If you fuck this up, it's the mother of all fuck-ups, and we will pay for it. Not you. We
will. The rat and I cross our arms.
Remember, they will pay for this if we are too loud.
You're right.
Just imagining.
I need you to kill them.
Like Remy.
Quietly.
Yeah, the little rat hands doing the eyeball thing, like the little fingers to Arn now.
I'm watching you.
If we get a hold of them, it's hands over mouths, blades in between ribs, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm going to hide up against the wall where they can't see me.
That's actually pretty fucking clutch. Also,
and then I'm going to reach out and grab him like in Rambo. When
I was going to say, are you going to be inside the cell or outside the cell against the wall?
Well, inside the cell.
What if we get him up here on the top of the bars, leaning back against the rock, trying to blend in his best, find a way to make him look as natural as possible, and then he can just jump down on top of him. Nobody looks up when they're inside of a cave.
You're right.
That's kind of true. Also, Rob, if there's foliage outside of the just outside the entrance, I would like to cover and conceal myself within it. So once they pass, there's no way out.
There's no foliage in this hall.
Fuck. Well, I guess it's the first cell, then we leave that locked as a fucking... Or unlocked as a fucking whatever. I can come out from one of the cells.
Now,
Grim just has to unwild shit.
Right? No. I think that this is a perfect opportunity. I was getting ready to ask her, while we have this time, can you see in the dark?
I can see like this, yeah.
This is a long hallway. Can you... And a rat is the perfect person to be in this space. Do you mind taking a recon of the area, try to count the cells, count the people, help us get is this a dead end? Or are we making plans?
I use my little rat hand to do a little salute, and I clamber down, and I start making my way down.
Just for that, I give you the real arm. Climb down.
Oh, thank God.
Not the metal one.
I'm not touching that yucky metal thing.
That abomination.
It's unnatural. Right, squeak, squeak. I'm gonna be quiet and stay to the side and see what I can see.
Just be a fucking rat.
Yeah, I'm a rat.
Take a drink out of a puddle. Pee on a prisoner. Whatever the fuck you want to do.
So am I hiding on top of the ceiling?
Heading further in through the cells, it comes to a corner and turns, and you see it leads up to a spiral staircase going up.
Okay, how many cells are there that I've walked past?
Enough. Enough to hold the crew.
Like...
Sorry, Rob.
14,
we love you, buddy.
15 on both sides.
Okay, so when I head back, I take this gross floor slime and I find a more dry spot and I put my little rat hands in it and I write out what I saw to them.
Oh, okay. So 15 cells on each side. So 30 cells total.
And then I say at the end leads to, and then I draw a spiral staircase if they can figure that out.
Oh, you just draw like the little circle in the middle,
Draw
a big
regular
circle,
fucking
and then yeah, staircase. The zigzag back and forth line with an arrow pointing up.
Yeah, and I hope you figured it
stupid
out
here.
while I wash my little rat hands in the puddle.
I pull out a little handkerchief for you.
I squeak a thank you.
Well, we can get to work unlocking some of these.
Yeah,
it's 80
getting.
Oh,
80 crewmen
it's our
above
80
26
crew.
cells. It's the whole damn crew.
So Ben is here somewhere.
Free
Well,
the
this
masks.
is just the non-magic-y ones.
Right.
Free
If
the
they-
masks. Let them put
if
their
they-
masks on.
I highly doubt they have them.
Oh, yeah, where are they?
Everything's been taken from.
Oh,
them.
that's
They took
another thing I would like
everything
to
from us.
ask him. So I have a lot of questions for crew, and I would like to
Okay.
like this is going to take time.
Yeah, of course.
Questions I'm going to be asking. Do you know where they took Ben? What did you see on your way in? Where did
They
they
don't
take
know. They don't know where Ben is.
I understand, but if I ask everybody, somebody may have seen a door, a descriptor. It was a white stone door. They turned
Well,
down.
they got separated in the courtyard, so
Right,
start from there.
exactly. Just anything and everything. But I'm looking for how many people did you see? And how often did they come down? I'm going to ask everybody, when was the last time they fed
Oh.
you?
What did they do with their weapons?
What did they do with your gear, your weapons, your masks, like everything?
All right. So amongst the crew that you start asking and start interrogating, what you can piece together is they were outmaneuvered on the seas before even a cannon fired, forced to surrender. The ship was boarded. Everything was taken. They took all the weapons. They took all the half masks. They took all the armor. They took all the supplies. They sunk the flag galleon.
Did
They brought
leave
us
all
to
of
the
that equipment
seaport.
on the flag galleon and then sink it?
No. They took no. Listen, they took everything off. They took everything.
Oh, they stripped the
Then
flag
sunk
galleon.
the ship.
Okay.
Yeah, they
now
sunk
I
the ship.
understand.
They were brought to the sea fortress, marched into the courtyard. They were stripped of all possessions except the spun clothes that they have now are small clothes, and like all the half masks were thrown away. The spellcasters, anybody who had any magic casting, were led down another doorway from the courtyard to the left. Everybody else went to the right, went into a hall, and then down a spiral staircase, down at least 2 levels down to here, and they marched them into cells. Somebody roll me a D100.
I got it. Sorry, I'm really excited.
Yeah, I'd say someone's got to call dibs, otherwise he'll get 4
I know.
fucking rolls.
All right, so the 80 is enough for you to find somebody who's been enough places,
Enough
or has
wherewithal.
been through enough that he's like, I'm just hungry enough that he can tell that they're going to be feeding probably not soon, but it's coming up. He can tell from how like his own hunger.
Yeah.
You know, they all don't know what day it is. That they haven't seen sunlight since they got marched down
Right,
there.
so he's a
Jesus.
Korean War veteran
Um,
fighting in Vietnam.
Sure.
On his first rodeo.
Yeah, I love it. And they can tell a few of them have heard previous conversations between guards that they cycle them out. There's not like one standing garrison here, but they definitely know that these are the death cults, as there are some trio of guards that sneer at them and want nothing to do but to kill them. And then they have other guards that don't wear the black sash, that they seem just to be like regular crewmen just cycle through on duty, that you know, question why who they are and what they're doing here, as if like these cells typically don't hold prisoners.
Right. So the people.
My
who
eyebrow just popped up.
Yeah.
What if we get cornered, there's a chance of persuading some of these guys to at least stay out of our way, or
Yep.
best case, join us.
I feel like the death cult is just a tenant in this pirate fort.
Yeah, the
They're not the
black
true owner.
sashes are the bad
Yeah,
guys.
that dead giveaway.
Yeah, the death cult is the Nazis, and then everybody
Who-
else is.
So I'm
the rest.
guessing, yeah, they have privateers. So
Yeah. Who does the feeding? Is it Black Sashes that feed you?
Also, do they pay attention when they feed you, or do they seem like pretty lax in routine?
Yeah.
So yeah, they say it's always different every time. But the majority of them are lax, thinking that they're these are closed. There's the one guy that will push the cart, and then the two guys that are on either side that take the plate, slide it underneath the bottom of the bars, and then push like the hardtack through the bars and keep it going and try to finish this as quick as possible. Usually they don't pay too much attention.
Right. It's
The
like
only
a
ones that
rotation. Sorry, go ahead.
The only ones that usually do that snicker or sneer at us are the ones with the black sash and like talk about wanting to kill us.
This would be so much easier if the guards aren't wearing black sashes, I think.
Yep.
We can at least, like, hold them, or
I may not have to kill them.
we may not have to kill them to get them to cooperate.
Oh, for sure. We've got more than enough goodies in here to pay them off.
am I the only one who thinks convincing people and making sure that they stay silent is way harder than
Oh, no,
just murder?
no. Listen. Convincing them to give us information on the promise that we're going to lock them in this fucking cell and not let them out until we're done with our mission is entirely different than trusting just being like catch and release. Oh, hey, thanks for the info, buddy. Here's your fucking emerald.
Yeah, so you can go
Well, about
upstairs and warn everybody.
Oh,
Right,
no,
that's
no,
why
no.
we're gonna put
That's
them
why
in the
if they're
cells.
black sashes, we can just murder them and be done with it, you know?
Right, but-
Exactly. Murder them.
Black Sashes
It's
is we
the
can
one
murder
time the rat's on Arn's side for that.
Right, but Black Sashes means murder and get nothing out of them. Traditional privateer or maybe hired privateer, we can get something out of them, convince them, talk to them, maybe have some dialogue, and we're still gonna fucking lock them up.
Yep, and it may be quieter, just,
Yeah,
you know.
but they're still getting locked up because there ain't no fucking way I'm trusting them to stay down here and not go running, ringing a bell, and getting twice the reward.
As long as you guys have the charisma and you got the confidence to do it, my
Ain't
rat
nobody
ass
got
is
that
okay
shit
with
here.
it.
Oh, I do.
Oh, he do.
He's a talkie
That
boy?
one statement alone convinced me to completely backtrack on my statement.
I never yelled at the crew to inspire them. I'll say that.
That's true.
All
All
right.
right.
Well, let's fucking kick this pig.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
let's
start
get all these-
unlocking, I guess.
Yep. You
We
need
apparently are short on time.
we
You
need
need all
20
26 cells unlocked. You distribute some rations and some water to all the guys. They, for all intents and purposes, will have a couple levels of exhaustion, so
Yeah.
they're unarmed. So
Is the rations like let's say this takes another 2 hours, right? Is the rations enough to get a little bit of energy, some carbs in their bloodstream that they would be ambulatory?
Perk them up a little.
oh yeah, absolutely. Just they
Okay. I'm not expecting
look,
them to join
see-
the fucking fight.
Yeah, that's the thing though. They're not in fighting condition, unless like happened upon like forced to for their survival. But
Yeah, but that's
just
feral
know
animal
that
in a corner.
feeding them what they do have will make them a level 3 exhaustion instead of a level 4 exhaustion. Okay.
Okay. So I've deleted all of that food out of my stuff and all like 7 of the water skins I keep on me.
And after we get these people to
fucking-
feed them, do you have much weapons to hand out from your bags of holding? I'll take the laughter as a yeah, probably. So.
I find 17 of the least exhausted looking ones.
Well, don't give them to it yet, because they still gotta
I mean,
be convincing. And
The least exhausted and the most looking exhausted all are at level 3 exhaustion.
they all look fucking
No,
terrible.
I
Just for narrative fun.
for narrative sake.
Yeah. Oh, I got you.
Let 3 of them try to lift up that great sword that you just got.
No. I've got 18 daggers. I'm not going for the short swords or the
Yeah,
I think
something
I've got a
light.
mace in there. There's a glaive somewhere in the bag of holding. No, we're going for this. I hand out 17 daggers and try to spread it amongst the 17 that are closest to where the feeding crew comes in. I'm not gonna like put daggers at the other end of the hallway. You know what I mean? It's the 17 crew members that are closest to where we are gonna set this ambush.
Yeah, where are you setting the ambush? In the middle, at the beginning?
I sit middle.
Yep,
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna
don't want it
be in
close
the
to the
very first cell and try. Is there anywhere to hide?
I
Do they
mean, if
come-
you want to, so you guys are kind of wearing stuff that's going to set you apart if they look in and look closely. But like, as long as you're in the back and you put enough of the other prisoners in front of you, you all could possibly hide one of you to a cell with
corner.
other crew.
Yeah, like one person to a back corner.
In your bag of holding, Alex, I'm going to stash most of my finery.
Okay.
Except my hat, which I'm gonna sit on, and I'm only gonna keep 2 swords, which I'm gonna prop up against like the wall, I guess, or like try to hide them in the cell. So I'm gonna be down to like a white shirt, trousers, my boots, and I'll have my 2 swords.
Okay.
And I'm gonna roll around in the dirt on the floor and try to look pathetic.
Also, I have a bunch of like the wool blankets that we bought. In my mind, and Rob, correct me if I'm wrong, they'd be like the gray-green wool standard issue blankets, or what color?
Giving them Marine Corps blankets? How dare you, sir? I've never seen such cruelty.
These are the ones that I bought for us.
This is a fucking.
I love my gray wool blanket.
I have like 4 of those.
This is a war crime you're committing to.
I know. I still have like 5 of them. When I get super sad, I go snuggle one of those, and everything's okay in my life.
I use my gray wool blanket every day when I'm at home.
It's a matter of.
I just want to point out there are no blankets in the cell in any kind of form.
I'm not talking about.
fashion.
I'm talking about like if you're in the corner and you hold it up in front of you, is it close enough to the color scheme of the stone in here to help?
Absolutely not. The texture sticks out.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Well, if the feeders come here within 5 hours, I'll still be a rat, but otherwise I'll just have to take like a middle cell to make sure I'm not immediately noticed.
They're definitely coming in.
I'm going to be where the trap.
Within 5 hours. So I'll be a rat still.
I'm going to be where the trap is at in whatever cell.
I think it needs to be a pincer maneuver with Arn on one side, Slate on the opposite side to get the 2 that are passing food between the bars, and then myself and Prim will be 1 cell ahead, so that when they initiate the pincer attack and the 3rd guy turns around to figure out what's going on, that's Prim and I. That's our cue to pop out of a cell and get the one who's pulling the cart.
And stick a dagger through the back of his head, through his mouth.
Well, if it has a black sash, absolutely.
I just want to reach out and touch somebody.
With a knife.
I want you to. I think that Arn, you have the highest success rate of tackling somebody, pinning them, and keeping them quiet.
Yep.
I think that your goal should be black sash or not to incapacitate without murder.
Okay.
Without sans murder.
I heard you.
Thank you, sir.
No murder.
And I've got 2 swords I can point at necks to ensure the other 2 keep quiet. Hopefully.
Well, if they start yelling, start stabbing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And now, listen, like, I'm not expecting anybody to be an audio engineer, but do we believe the acoustics of this stone tunnel? How far have we gone down? Do we feel like a loud scream would echo out into that courtyard we just came from?
I don't know. Has it been echoing when we talk with our normal voices?
Echoes in here, but you from where you were in the little hideout for skiffs and the winding rough cavern into where it empties out into this stone bricked cavern, man-made. You would just ascertain that it'd have to be really loud for the sound to carry all the way down that tunnel. But obviously, if like a loud kerfuffle breaks out, like, and if anybody's
no one's shooting any damn guns.
No. Right, guns are off the table. I'm looking at everything I can do. But
mine are in your bag. The only weapons I have are my 2 swords.
Yeah.
But if somebody was to have like a quiet high school wrestling match on stone, no, they're not going to hear that.
Right.
Especially if they put their face directly in one of the puddles.
Oh yeah.
And just to let you know about the sound acoustics in here, you definitely hear footsteps coming off down from the spiral staircase that the little rat found out, and you can hear something like a wooden cart banging down the steps.
It's happening.
Finally
That's
make
it.
it to the
That's it.
ground.
That's a
Let's
cue.
start grinding on stones
I just
before it
circle
makes
my
the
finger
corner.
above my head, and it's go time.
Rally on me.
I get up against the wall.
I have the rat on my
You hear-
shoulder. We are in the back corner.
Wait,
You
I
hear a
first
muted
I'm boosting.
conversation.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, keep
We're-
going.
Sorry, we're boosting Arn up on top of the the gated part of the wall so he can blend
Yeah.
in up top.
He's a rock man.
Like I said, no one ever looks up in a cave.
Right?
The wooden wheels of the cart grind on the stone as it finally makes the corner. You hear the muted conversation of a couple guardsmen. And you hear what sounds like a truncheon tap on a couple of the bars. And then you hear slopping meals, Retty. As one by one, you hear like the tin plates scrape across the ground, get pushed underneath the bars of the bottom, and bread thrown in. The cart starts wheeling down. Sure enough, Arn, you see these three guys. They look like guardsmen. Give me a perceptions check, looking for a black sash. Little mouse, are you further inside, or are you kind of like hanging out midway out to like be able to see down the hallway?
I'm currently with Alex waiting for the signal. So I
Yeah,
don't
so,
think
like,
we're able to see.
Yeah,
No.
further inside,
Mhm.
hidden to not be spotted.
Yeah.
Arn, as you see them wheeling down, and as they pass by one of the lanterns, you're pretty sure you don't see a black sash on either one of these three.
Okay.
They get to the halfway part, where Slate and Alex are on either side in the opposite cells. You see the trio barely lit. You see, the guy in the middle like trying to help out, dole out the bread, and like, basket throw them through the bars as the two guys put the water saucers underneath and pull the empty one back, throw it on the bottom of the cart, and they keep moving past.
As they move past my cell, I'm going to try to open it noiselessly to step out with my swords.
And I'm gonna make the jumping move of the guy on the cart.
All right, stealth check for the moving out of and moving the gate.
Woo! Holy.
You are as quiet as the air.
As soon as I see Arn leap, I lay one sword on either shoulder of these guys. Gentlemen, it'd be in your best interest to keep quiet.
Soon as
I'm
I
just-
hear that, I come out, rat on shoulder, gun up. I have no intention of firing it. Gun up with a dagger in the other hand. To the
Arn,
lead.
Yeah.
roll the hit and grapple.
Mm-hmm.
27's enough to hit the guard.
And give me a minute. Where is the button? Superior dice for the grapple.
It's a 20 to beat. That's enough.
Yay!
As soon as he lands on the floor,
And then I'm going to.
Everybody looks at that guy, and then we just look at the other two. Like, do you really
And
want to
then
do
I'm
that?
going to pin him.
Yep, I assumed you're going for pins, to go for it.
There you go.
Oh, he can't beat that.
Good.
but he can't beat a 40, Rob.
40.
Gentlemen, make a noise, and the last one you will ever hear is the gurgle of you choking on your blood.
I
Now
sort
put
of
the
have
card
him in
down.
a headlock choke.
The one hanging on to a saucer retains it in his hands as he almost fumbles it. The two that did not get tackled are fucking wide-eyed and sweating.
Did he roll for fumble?
Yeah. Well, I rolled to see like if he could retain it or if it's going
Yeah.
to clatter.
Oh, fantastic.
Low.
But yeah, they see the
Backward
swords on
step.
each shoulder. They see Alex with a pistol and a sword, and they just saw like what they thought was a boulder falling on the one guy, and now can tell it's like it's this
It's
little gnome.
an animated boulder fell on a guy.
And I
Gentlemen.
whisper in his ear, "Don't say a word."
As the rest
Oh.
of your guys' crew like also move for the bars, then they realize like everybody is up and ambulatory. They are fucking frightened.
There, all of the gates open.
Low, backward steps. Follow my voice. We won't have a problem. I lead them back to the cell that I came out of.
Okay.
And then, as I put the tips of the swords on the backs of their necks, in you go.
They go in willingly.
Gentlemen, please tie up our new guests. Arn, if you'd bring the other one over here. Make sure they can't talk or move, please.
Search them for everything.
Oh,
Remove everything.
I'm literally dragging him as I'm keeping them in a headlock. So, yes.
We
Enough
search
crew,
him, pat him down.
enough crew clamber in with mob rules that they like pretty roughly tie them up and like take away the clubs, take away the chain shirt that both were wearing, take off the helmet. A couple their boots get taken from them.
I would imagine they just give them the same treatment that they got. They've been reduced to their small and spun clothes.
Yeah, they're pretty excited about doing this, but it's like mob rules to make up for the exhaustion.
Yeah.
Oh.
Also, the presence of all this team.
We have a few questions. I'm going to ungag one of you when it is your time to speak, and that is the only time you will say anything.
But
understood?
One of them gives you a very like whimpering, like The other one is just like still fearful, and the one that like Arn dragged in is still like he looks like he's concussed almost, like he's just in disbelief, like wide-eyed, like staring.
Did take
off
a
into
rock
space.
to the head.
So
we have a volunteer. Alex, you had a few questions. Please.
I know questions, rather statements. So I should introduce myself. My name is Alex Burton.
No, you don't want to introduce yourself.
You kidnapped my uncle, and everyone's gonna be. Nope.
He don't give a fuck of what your name is.
Do you know the six-fingered man?
Yeah. Do you know the magic casters that they brought in?
They stole him at the top level in one of the other keeps.
Okay,
Yeah.
sweet. That's a good start. So he's one of them's my uncle, and this is a personal vendetta, and this is a family thing, and it's not going to end well for anybody. Maybe it's going to end well for you, and by well, I mean alive, and that's almost all we can kind of guarantee. I don't want to say guarantee. I don't want to use that word. That's a really strong word for a situation that's not really solid. I'm not in a good mood. So we need to talk about what it's going to take for me and my team to get my entire crew out of here as politely as possible. What we can understand is that you seem pretty reasonable. And there's some people who wear black sashes walking around, and they seem pretty unreasonable.
He nods enthusiastically at this, yes.
Right. So maybe there's a rift between you guys, but you only owe your loyalty to the god that you pray to right now, because the person who pays you is not going to save you. So I need every ounce of information that you might think would be relevant to our surroundings, the amount of people here, the amount of death cult here, and where they are storing the magic casters, and any other fun tidbits of information that you think are going to benefit me and my crew. Because I like to do weird experiments on people, and the person I call my moral compass isn't here right now. And I
hear
have
a little rat laughter next to you.
And I have this sweet jar of Naga venom. Do you know what a Naga is? Do you know what a Guardian Naga is? Well, we killed a bunch of them, and we got.
He was going to nod at Naga, but when you said Guardian Naga, he shakes his head no.
Yeah, okay, so it's a little bit bigger and it's a little bit more ferocious. So if you think Naga, you think like Ultra Naga. the boss of the Nog. Well, we killed a bunch of them. So I don't know how potent this poison is, and you 3 of different body compositions would allow me to test that and kind of fine tune the dosages. I've got 10 jars of it, and again, my moral compass isn't here. So you are gonna just talk until you feel as though you have satisfied my scientific curiosities. Thank you.
Is that all? Are you done?
I'm done for now, and I'm gonna work on different incremental dosages on the venom. So I'll be paying attention. I'll be listening. It's not gonna look like I'm listening, but I'll let you handle the rest, Captain. And I start fucking with these jars of poison. I have vials. I'm measuring it into different increments.
The one who was volunteered and who's enthusiastically ready for this, he stammers out and do I talk now? Do I respond?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try to remember where to begin.
Where is his
magic
uncle?
users? The magic users are in the West Keep. Catherine takes them there. Interrogates them there and does, she has some warlock that runs experiments on them, but they're pretty much in an anti-magic field, thus none of their magics work for them at that time. Just in case,
Right.
any of them's a bard
Right.
or some kind of wizard that can cast message. She doesn't want any secrets getting out. You're absolutely right. We're not death cults, as he points between himself and the other 3.
I'm gonna gag him again.
Okay.
You're going a mile a minute, but I know it's kind of tense. But quickest way
He's like,
there.
he looks to you, and he looks wide-eyed at the fucking jar of venom that Alex has got.
I see him gag him, and I'm like, is he the
Believe
first one
me,
up?
I've got deadlier tomatoes.
Ooh, the tomatoes. Yeah. Well,
and I just look at him with this grin of, I'm gonna hurt you.
Arn's just standing there, cross-armed, staring at him.
I kind of shake his head. All right, ready? Fastest way there, and I ungag him.
The fastest way there, you'd have to go up the 3 floors, out through the hole, across the courtyard into the East Keep. But he's bound, so he's trying to count. He's like, there's a garrison, and then there's at least 2 ships worth of crew here, and not to mention the mercenaries that work directly for the Silviers. There's going to be a lot of people between here and there. He looks around the guys all crowded around outside the cells. It's for all of you to sneak. You are outnumbered.
Mm-hmm. And here we are.
Question: Where did
Mm-hmm.
okay? Where do the loyalties lie? I heard something.
We're getting there.
Sylvain. You're right. I feel like there's like 5 teams here. We have a shit ton of fucking money, and there's at least 2 ships, and we've got crew members. I just, securing our exit as I pull out this ridiculous ornate silver dagger that we got from a boss fight with one of the death cult. I'm just like pouring poison on it. All right, sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
Well, all the merchants here, they work for the Silviers in the Enterprise. They're paid fairly well, not to mention they're allowed to run their ships and take their cut. And then as for the death cult, from what we've seen, they're fiercely loyal to the Silviers and whatever they've got going on.
Right. That's nothing new. But the Silviers have been basically trade embargoed in every port, so they have to use these privateers.
He shakes his head. He goes, "No, the Silviers, yes, but they've moved to privateers with other flags. They're still operational.
They're runners that fly under separate flags. That's
like I said, sir, they're paid fairly well. You would have to offer them lots of riches, and these are captains that have earned their captaincy with the Silviers and their Enterprise. Not just mere for hired letters of marque, sir.
And they earned that captaincy from the Silvier family. And if we take out the heads of the Silvier family, By the way, are there anyone of the Solvier family here? Anybody I could just,
He shakes his head. He goes, both Catherine and Aaron are here.
are or are not?
They are. They're here. They're in the main keep.
Oh, and I try to stifle my laughter.
The rat claps.
Oh God, it's I love the way a plan comes together. If you were given your
the chances
captaincy,
of us even getting there are slim.
Slim, but not none. The chances
No, it's
are
not
never
none,
zero.
but we'd be better off at a different approach, I think, for that.
I just want to know, confirm some things. All right, I'll let you keep talking. I have too many questions. Sorry.
Is there a stealthier way to get to the West Tower?
He shakes his head. He's like, no matter which way you go, either through the courtyard or through the window of the many chambers, you'll be going through different holds, different garrison rooms, different barracks, different common rooms. There's so many people around the fortress. As much as it's complex, the further you go up, the more people there are, whether merchants or death cultists.
Okay.
Do they all ever leave at the same time, the privateers?
He shakes. He goes, no. They cycle out. Oh, there's only 2 ships max docked here at a time, but one crew will leave, another crew will come, and then the other crew will leave, and then another crew will come. As for the death cult, they're garrisoned here. The crew that you possibly got by down in the skiff hangar, they're mostly full timers.
Yeah. Sorry. Maybe this question was answered. There's a difference between 5 milliliters and 18 milliliters. Also, injection versus oral. So, how many death cult were there? Rough.
Full complement garrison. I hard to tell. Possibly 80, 100.
Okay. Thank you.
And then there's the 4 mercenaries that are the Solvier's personal guard.
Individual mercenaries or mercenary companies?
I don't know. I've always seen them together.
Like an elite guard that follows the Solviers around.
Mm-hmm.
They got like 4 beefy dudes. Chicks or dudes, I don't care. One of them's probably a fucking bird from the shit that we've seen. But, okay. Just, just on the lookout. Any easy way to identify those people other than always being around the Solvier family? Like,
one's a purple half orc, the other one's a lizard folk, and then it's a wood elf and a dwarf. But the dwarf always carries around a keg, and the wood elf kind of looks like Aaron. I think they were both in the same Cran Outrider company together.
A purple half orc, a dwarf with a keg, a wood elf that looks like Aaron, and what was the last one? Lizard folk.
A lizard folk.
Color
green
scales?
or silver? Hard to tell.
Green, probably silver when the sunlight hits it, but a little green.
Kind of gold when he burns things.
If that's a chemical reaction or if it's just the firelight reflecting off of him.
It's his great club.
Oh, the lizard folk has a great club.
Mm-hmm. And he throws fireballs at people
and
with the great club.
Oh, he's a buff wizard. Heard of those?
Nope. It's just a giant club that he could hit fireballs at people with.
Wait, so the club does the fireballs?
He shakes his head, yes.
Fuck. And I look at the rat. Fuck, I have to have it.
You'll have it in due time.
Fucking club. A fireball club.
There's only the 2 towers, yeah?
6.
Oh.
Okay, well. They ever talk about any of the sea folk at all that live around here?
Actually, that fireball glove does sound kind of cool.
They don't.
Yes, they do.
I'm not talking to you.
With a glove of fireball.
No, he's not talking to you, Art. He's talking to the prisoner about the sea folk or whatever.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry, my apologies.
You've never heard of any sea folk around this area?
Oh, I mean, around this area, I'm not familiar with. No,
I mean, like,
I think I've heard
right
one guy.
here.
No, No.
No.
Swimming under your bridges.
Cool.
No.
Okay.
Hmm.
Fair enough. I don't see any reason for us to stay here any longer.
Oh no.
I mean, like, on this island fortress at all.
What do you mean?
We're not sneaking up there.
No, you're not wrong. So
I think now is when we get out of here with our guys.
Right.
We know where he is. He's alive. Yes. His uncle.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if drip drying them would be the best method.
I think
It may
look,
be a good, leaving a message kind of a thing, but I'm a little bit more worried about getting the 80 of you out of here quietly. Now, if we don't attack the fortress, is there a way for us to get to one of those ships quietly?
well, here's what I'm thinking. We let you guys go. You make it over to as far away from here as you can, and presumably some safe words, some code words, how to raise the alarm on not this part of the fortress. Correct?
Like you want us to?
I want a
like,
distraction.
murder you?
Yes, I'm going to trade you your lives for a distraction. I just need a little bit of incompetence out of you.
Ooh, I can help with this.
That's going to require a persuasion check.
Okay.
Oh.
21. It's enough to convince them to not think about the repercussions of once they get caught raising a false alarm. They'll do it.
Sorry. He said false alarm. I apologize. I can help with that.
No, you're gonna create a real alarm.
Right. I apologize. Cat still has 7 sticks of dynamite.
Yeah. No, we're putting 2 and 2 together here.
Oh, yeah.
I just need them to play along, or you will be in here until we're long gone.
Right, but I just didn't want these guys to be the guy, repercussions for being the guy who cried wolf.
That's fine.
You go, point to the south side of the island, everybody goes, oh, there's nothing there. Then you guys are fucked. I'm saying we're going to assist you with this. We send my mechanical beast, my automaton with you, with explosives, and create a real issue.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay. I'm explaining that to these 3 yokels.
Mm-hmm.
How are we going to hide a mechanical beast through the
You
fortress?
aren't.
No, it looks like a cat, but we could figure something out, but you're not. It can run real fast. That's also the threat. Why would the threat be with you?
I'm confused. So you said it was going to come with us, but now you're saying it's not with us.
So
you are going to go to the far side of this fortress. You are going to wait for something to happen and raise the alarm.
With this mechanical cat?
With whatever the fuck you think it's going to happen. I just need you to fucking do what I'm telling you to do. Or I see absolutely no reason to let you go. Then
I'm
you're
just
a
trying to
liability.
understand where the mechanical cat comes in, sir. I've got run off to the other side of the fortress, raise the alarm, but I don't understand.
You'll see an explosion or something. Something will happen. Forget the magical cat was ever fucking said.
Yeah, sorry. The magic. Yeah, I just want to blow something up. It's obvious I don't get to poison you. I don't get to run some experiments and tests. My alternative form of expressing my emotions is to blow things up.
He's got a lot of issues.
All of them. And I'm here to talk to the one guy who helps me work through them. And yeah, fucking captured him.
You did. So you guys are all right for now. Maybe even your friends, if they could be persuaded to pick a side that isn't with the black sashes. But we're leaving. We're leaving, and we need to leave unharassed.
Right. Okay.
Clear? Good?
Good.
Now, dump all the food into this, so they think you fucking gave it all away. and get the fuck out of my face.
As much as your crew like kind of harasses them while they do it quietly. They kind of push the cart in over and like put all the plates and stuff into one cell and turn it around and give you one look over your head and be like, so we just wait for what's supposed to be what we need to raise the alarm for, right?
Yep. Now get.
They hurry out
Rat
faster
race.
than the way that they came in. You kind of hear them bumble on the first couple of steps, getting that cart up the spiral staircase. And eventually, the cart banging against each and every step soon fades away.
All right, let's fucking get out of here. Alex, prep cat. And if you'd be so kind as to check the way ahead.
Yeah, no problem. Let's go.
No,
Prim, can you run ahead?
Oh, also, let me get all my shit back real quick.
Oh yeah, so
I
give him.
salute and I start scuttling over.
Yeah, give him all his stuff back.
Oh, it's so dark.
Okay, we're coming back this way, and this guy is still over here in his little bars. Is he still raising a ruckus or no?
No, I'm gonna set everybody to where they are now.
I also do have like a hard out like now. I got to be up at 4:30 tomorrow.
Yeah,
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
shit.
So then we'll cut it there then.
perfect
I
place
do
to cut it.
apologize, but
On
yes, I do need to.
Woo.
Precipice of suspense. All right, y'all.
Tense.
Tense, very tense, very tense, very fitting, abrupt.
It's just either gonna go
Slam on the
exactly
brakes
as
ending.
planned or terrible.
Terribly, it's gonna go fucking tits up. Oh, let's hope that next week we have 2 more people with us.
I
Fucking-
will not be with us next week.
God damn
Oh,
it!
for fuck's sake.
God,
I
damn it.
have duty.
That
So-
fucking blows. Because if we had Birch and the captain back, Slate back, that would be great. And then have the tank too, and then the one
And
guy who can take a
so-
hit's gone.
So technically, this was my last session.
Oh,
God damn it!
Oh,
balls!
Unless we move it to a different day, but I know how we're set on when we can do it.
What would Wednesday work for you?
What, Tuesday, Wednesday? What works for you?
Any day but Thursday.
Any day but Thursday.
Any day, so Tuesday or Wednesday for this guy.
Yep.
Or what about Friday?
Friday
No,
would work. Friday would work for me as well.
Jana, that work for you?
I can't pin down a Friday.
I can make
Oh,
it
you
work.
can't?
No
it would
Friday.
have to slide to a Wednesday.
Wednesday instead then?
Wednesday sounds great to me.
Wednesday's fine with me.
Why do you have to sound sad about it?
It's just how I normally talk. I am unhappy on the
Not-
inside.
All right, so new time Wednesdays.
Wednesdays.
Wednesday. Okay, I gotta go.
Alright.
It's
Night, guys.
somebody
Yep.
came
Good night,
busting
everybody.
down
Thanks
the
for
front
playing.
door and said it's my custody time. So
Hey,
Yee.
are you coming down tomorrow?
I'll let them talk. Alright. Well, apparently. Wednesdays now. Go figure. Oh my god, I really don't want us to fucking get got in this giant ass fortress. And it sounds like we're gonna be getting the 80 of these guys out of here somehow. Ooh. But until then, I hope to see you guys next week. And hopefully we can get everybody in here. So, me, Alex, Slate, Arn, Birch, and Mask. If we could get everybody to actually show up for a thing, that would be awesome. I don't know if Wednesdays work for everybody. Here's hoping. Have a good night.